We're in Mexico City for one very quick overnight adventure and the end of our big 2024 trip. This flight takes us from Paris, France to Mexico City, Mexico. Our home for the next 12 hours would be an Airbus A350 similar to this one. In our next video, we'll discuss how we manage first-class tickets to and from Europe, but in the meantime, here's a mini seat tour. You can see the footrest area, which came in handy once I switched my seat to more of a lounging position, and even when it was flat for me to sleep, plus a pair of slippers. There's a small area to keep your personal items, perfect for my purse and the scarf I had with me to cover up if needed. A tray slides out from the side for mealtime, so you can also see some of the seat controls here. Behind the Air France logo, you'll find a small cabinet which houses headphones and a little mirror. The controls for everything are located on this tablet, from your light to the remote control and more. Next, Matt is going to show you what is inside of our amenity bags.
In our amenity bags, we received socks, eye masks, a toothbrush, the salt bag to keep the moisture out. We also received 3 tubes, 2 which we figured out to be lotion and 1 toothpaste. And last but not least, a pen.
One champagne toast later and we were ready to get in the air. Now, one feature of this plane I really enjoyed was the ability to watch the flight in real time from either under or above the plane. Cameras are located near the wheels and at the top of the tail. If you're as entertained as we were by this, please enjoy the next 2 minutes of takeoff. I made my best attempt at syncing mine and Matt's videos. And now for the first class food and beverage selection. Prior to takeoff, we were handed a wine and champagne menu. That was followed by the lunch menu. The appetizer, as you can see, is a mix of summer vegetables, cheese, and olives. We also got these savory, cheese-filled mini crepes to snack on. Had I realized the amount of food to come, I may have waited to open the crepes until a few hours later. Shortly after that, we received our starters. This included tangy crab with a green veggie and pickled radish salad, along with a roll and butter and another salad. Our main lunch dish came right after that. Matt got the shredded veal shank with pasta, while I went for the polenta and veggies. Lunch was followed by the cheese and dessert portion of our flight. Matt went for the chocolate dessert and I chose the sorbet. Here you can see what I believe to be dinner, which was served an hour or 2 before landing. It appears to be chicken and rice with a bowl of fruit and some bread. This was Matt's meal, as I was full and asleep for about 7 hours by this point, not wanting to be disturbed.
12 hours later.
Since I recorded takeoff, I also got a video of landing from the camera on the tail. Enjoy or skip forward the next 3 minutes.
C'est préparez-vous pour l'atterrissage.
We've now landed in Mexico City. Let's take our very first look at the countries traveled to count. That makes 6 for me and 5 for Matt.
Before we move on, if you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload a new video.
We didn't film inside the airport as our attention was needed to figure out the best way to get out of the airport and exchange some money. After locating an ATM, we hired a taxi from within the airport and made it to the hotel in about 20 minutes. We'd be staying at the Hilton Mexico City Reforma for the night. After dropping our bags, we decided to grab a quick bite and a drink. Luckily, there was a taqueria not far from the hotel as we were both hungry and tired. We enjoyed chips with salsa, tacos, and a beer. Before bed, we took in a view of the city from our room. Because of our Hilton rewards, breakfast was included with our stay, easy and free. It was much busier than the breakfast buffet in Liverpool, so I didn't film as I didn't want to bother any of the other guests. After breakfast, we would finally venture out into the city for a bit before our departure. Just another quick disclaimer, much like French from my previous video, I don't speak Spanish. I took German in high school, and my pronunciation of those words is even still a little sketchy. So I did try. I did listen to some pronunciation videos. So hopefully I got them kind of close. Anyway, let's go on. Welcome to Mexico City, one of the largest and most vibrant cities in the world. With over 20 million people in the metro area, it's a place where ancient history and modern life blend together. You'll find Aztec ruins right in the middle of the city, incredible museums, bustling neighborhoods, and some of the best food anywhere. At over 7,000 feet above sea level, it's actually higher than Denver, so don't be surprised if you feel the altitude of it. From colorful markets to historic plazas, Mexico City has something for everyone. Now let's go explore. Due to our lack of time available, we are staying within a reasonable walking distance of our hotel. Here, in Alameda Central Park, you'll find the Hemiciclo a Juarez, a striking white marble monument dedicated to one of Mexico's most beloved leaders, President Benito Juarez. Built in 1910 to celebrate the centennial of Mexico's independence, its grand semicircular design and statue make it one of the park's highlights. Juarez, who served as president in the mid-1800s, was the first indigenous leader of Mexico of Zapotec heritage. He is remembered for promoting democracy, equality, and reform, and for standing firm against the French occupation. His most famous phrase still resonates today: "Respect for the rights of others is peace." This monument not only honors his legacy, but also serves as a symbol of national pride. Next to Alameda Central is one of Mexico City's most iconic landmarks, the Palacio de Bellas Artes, or Palace of Fine Arts. Construction began in the early 1900s, but it wasn't completed until 1934, blending Art Nouveau and Art Deco styles into the stunning building you see today. Inside, it hosts concerts, operas, and ballet performances, and the walls are lined with murals by some of Mexico's greatest artists, including Diego Rivera. Whether you step inside for a performance or simply admire its beauty from the outside, the Palacio de Bellas Artes is a true cultural gem of the city. The tall skyscraper across from the Palacio de Bellas Artes is the Torre Latinoamericana, or Latin American Tower. When it was finished in 1956, it was the tallest building in Latin America, and it's still famous today for its panoramic views of the city across from the observation deck. We do love an observation deck to see a city from above, so this is already on the list for our next trip. We'll link to some of the other observation decks we visited around the world in the description below. Alameda Central is more than just a green space in the middle of Mexico City. It's actually the oldest public park in all of North America, first established in 1592. For centuries, it's been a gathering place for locals and visitors alike, filled with tree-lined walkways, fountains, and sculptures. The park has witnessed everything from colonial times to modern-day celebrations, making it a piece of the city's history. Today, it's a favorite spot to relax, take a stroll, or just people watch, all while being surrounded by some of Mexico City's most iconic landmarks, like the Palacio de Bellas Artes and the Hemiciclo a Juarez. Whether you come here for the history, the atmosphere, or simply a break from the busy streets, Alameda Central truly captures the heart of the city. park, we passed through what looked like a daily artisan and food fair in Alameda Central. Since it was just opening for the day, we only took a quick look around. From there, we headed back to the hotel to check out and leave our bags with the front desk. After a short break to enjoy a drink, we were ready to get back outside and continue exploring. Plaza de la Constitucion, most often called the Zócalo, is a main square in Mexico City and one of the largest city squares in the world. It has been the heart of public life here for centuries, from Aztec ceremonies to colonial events and today's national celebrations. Surrounding the square are some of the city's most important buildings, including the National Palace and the Metropolitan Cathedral. The enormous Mexican flag at its center is a symbol of pride, and the space itself is used for festivals, protests, and cultural events. Standing here, you can really feel the weight of history and the energy of modern Mexico all in one place. Just steps from the Zócalo are the ruins of the Templo Mayor, once the main temple of the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan. This sacred site was dedicated to two gods, Huitzilopochtli, the god of war, and Tlaloc, the god of rain and agriculture. When the Spanish conquered the city in the early 1500s, the temple was destroyed and buried beneath what became Mexico City. It wasn't rediscovered until the 20th century. And today, you can walk among the excavated ruins and even visit the museum to see artifacts uncovered here. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. Standing at the Templo Mayor gives you a glimpse of the ancient world that still lies at the heart of modern Mexico City. While we were short on time and didn't get to explore the museum, it's already been added to the list for our next visit. The Mexico City Metropolitan Cathedral sits right on the edge of the Zócalo and is the largest cathedral in the Americas. Construction began in 1573 and wasn't fully completed until 1813, which is why you'll see a mix of architectural styles from Renaissance to Baroque and Neoclassical. Built on top of the former Aztec sacred precinct, the cathedral has witnessed centuries of Mexican history, from colonial rule to independence and beyond. Inside, it houses impressive altars, chapels, art, and outside, its twin bell towers are one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. Visiting here connects you to over 400 years of faith, history, and culture, all in the heart of the city.
Que el Señor esté con ustedes. Proclamación del Santo Evangelio según San Mateo. Yo les aseguro que antes se acudirán los ciegos, pero los cumplidos presentes serán grandes en el reino de los cielos. Palabra del Señor. Nos sentamos un momento. Hoy la palabra de Dios
In one of the chapels of the Metropolitan Cathedral, you'll find the wax body representation of Saint Felicitas of Rome. This life-size figure isn't just a statue. The face and limbs are crafted in wax, but inside are real bone fragments, including parts of a skull, ribs, and limbs. Created as a reliquary, it allowed worshippers to feel a closer connection to the saint. Today, it remains one of the cathedral's most fascinating and mysterious treasures. We left the church and made our way back to the hotel for our belongings and caught an Uber to the airport. Before our flight to Tijuana, we stopped into the American Express Centurion Lounge in Terminal 1's domestic departures area. Access is included for Platinum and Centurion cardholders, and you can even bring in guests, but you'll have to check on the exact rules regarding guests. Inside, the lounge offers comfortable seating, complimentary drinks and meals, Wi-Fi, and even showers if you need to freshen up. It can get busy during peak times, but it's still a relaxing spot to recharge before your flight. Having this lounge access definitely makes the travel day smoother. There are 29 American Express Centurion Lounges worldwide, and this is one of the 10 located outside of the U.S. Vacation's over. I'm very sunburned. The Cross Border Xpress, or CBX, is a unique pedestrian bridge that directly connects Tijuana International Airport to a terminal building on the U.S. side of the border in San Diego. Opened in 2015, it was the first facility of its kind in the world, designed specifically for airport passengers. The bridge itself is about 390 feet long, and travelers can only use it if they have a same-day boarding pass for a flight out of or into Tijuana. Using CBX can save a lot of time compared to crossing at traditional land ports of entry, since it's exclusively for ticketed passengers and their companions. On the U.S. side, the terminal has check-in counters, U.S. Customs and Border Protection facilities, car rentals, and shuttle services. For many people, it's a convenient way to take advantage of Tijuana's flight options while still enjoying the ease of arriving directly into San Diego. Join us next time as we share some of our favorite moments from the trip and let you in on how we scored our first-class tickets for nearly free, along with a look at some of our accommodations. We'll also break down what we actually spent while traveling, outside of hotels and transportation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it, commenting, and maybe even subscribing. This will help us learn which videos you like best. Also, be sure to like us everywhere at Grecoban.